Hi, I am Abraham Gonzalez, real estate agent in Puerto Vallarta and Riviera Nayarit. And today I'm gonna walk you through the actual closing process of buying real estate in this area, especially if you're a foreign buyer. If you're thinking about investing or owning a property in Paradise, this video is for you. Starting with choosing the right real estate agent. The first and most important step is working with a professional agent. And this part is key because you need to feel safe with your agent. You need someone that truly represents your interests, not someone that is trying just to make a quick sale. An AMPI certified agent is trained and updated in Mexican real estate laws, follows a strict code of ethics, and has access to professional tools like Flex MLS, where every property must pass a legal verification before being listed. Your agent should work to protect you and guide you through every step of this process. A good agent will help you find that property that fits your lifestyle, your goals, and your long-term satisfaction, not just anything that earns them a commission. Choosing the right agent protects you, your investment, your time, and your entire experience from day one. Choosing your neighborhood and aligning your budget. Before looking at properties, you should choose the lifestyle that you want. There are lots of different neighborhoods in this area. We have the romantic zone with the nightlife, the restaurants, and the walkability. There's the hotel zone that provides a resort-style living, or fluvial with the suburban lifestyle. There are neighborhoods that are totally different, like Marina Vallarta with the golf courses, the yachts, and the calm environment. Or Bucerías, Nuevo Vallarta, La Cruz de Guanacaxtla, or Punta de Mita that has white beaches and a family-friendly lifestyle. Or even if you're looking for a surfing and relaxed vibe, there's Sayulita or San Pancho. If you're looking for a cool climate and a mountainscape, you also have San Sebastián del Oeste. Once you choose the neighborhood that feels right for you, we make sure that your budget aligns with the current market, so you don't fall in love with a property that falls outside your range. Then we get to writing and negotiating the offer. Once we find the right property that checks all your boxes, we put together an offer that includes the purchase price, the closing date, terms and conditions, contingencies, and expiration date. We've summed the offer, negotiate if needed, and once the offer is accepted, the real process begins, because then we get into the contingency period. Here in Mexico, unlike the US or Canada, you don't put any money down when the offer gets accepted. First, we have to verify everything. During the next 10 to 12 days, we will request and review all the seller's documents to confirm there are no liens, debts, or litigations. Then, we will review the HOA documents, bylaws, condo regime, financial and building regulations. If the property is furnished, a photo inventory is requested. That way we know exactly what's included in the purchase price. That's because most resales here includes furniture. Another important task in the contingency period is to schedule a professional inspection. We work with trusted inspectors in the area. The inspection fee can range from $300 to $800 depending on the size of the property. This inspection will help us know if everything in the property is in good condition. If everything checks out, we move to the opening of the escrow account. Escrow is a third party that securely holds the funds. It has an opening account fee that's around $700 to $800, and when we open this account, you will need to deposit 10% of the purchase price. This 10% will remain there until the closing date. Next, we have the trust, or fideicomiso. So, Puerto Vallarta and Riviera Nayarit are in a restricted zone. That's around 50 kilometers from coastlines or borders. So for this reason, foreign people have to purchase property through a trust or fideicomiso. With this trust, your name is on the deed, you are the beneficiary of the property, you can live, remodel, or sell freely. The property is yours. This trust lasts 50 years and it's easily renewable. Also, it has an annual fee of around $400 to $550. This system has been used for decades and it's completely normal. After that, we just have to follow the legal process until the closing date. From accepted offer to closing date, the process usually takes between 45 to 60 days. During this time, contracts are prepared. If you're a foreign buyer, the bank creates the trust or fideicomiso. The notary performs a full title investigation of the property to confirm ownership and legal status. Taxes are calculated for both buyer and seller. Also, a government-required appraisal called avalúo fiscal is ordered. This appraisal is not used to determine the market value of the property. It's only used by the government to calculate taxes and registration fees. In this following process, the final deed is drafted and prepared for signing. As your agent, I coordinate the entire process from start to finish. Your only task is next step, which is sending the remaining 90%. About 4 to 5 days before closing, you have to send the remaining 90% of the purchase price to that same escrow account. When the remaining 90% has been sent to escrow, we just have to wait for the closing day at the notary. In Mexico, both buyer and seller usually attend closing in person. I do recommend you to be present, but if for any reason you cannot attend, you can sign a power of attorney beforehand. That way, I'll be there on your behalf. On closing day, both parties sign the deed. Escrow releases the funds, and the notary registers the transaction. And then you get the keys to your new property. Congratulations, you're officially a property owner in Mexico. But now, let's talk about closing cost. Buyer closing cost typically runs between 4 to 6% of the purchase price. This 4 to 6% includes acquisition tax, notary fees, government avalúo or appraisal, the registration fees, the trust setup if you're a foreign buyer, and the administrative permits and certificates. Also, have in mind the fees that I've mentioned before. Opening of the escrow account, around $700 to $800. The annual trust fee, that's around $400 to $550. And the inspection, that can range from $300 to around $800. And remember, the seller pays the agent's commissions, not the buyer. If you're thinking about buying in Puerto Vallarta or Riviera Nayarit and you want a safe, smooth, and transparent experience, all my social media will be down below. Feel free to reach out with any of your questions and I'll be glad to help you out. Bye-bye.